how do employers and educators designing and implement their policies regarding the practice to promote healthy sleep habits and also the good environment to get a sleep habit for their worker and also the students? Okay, guys, so here it is. Okay, welcome to today's explanation from the Yahya's research. We will talk about the analyzing sleep duration's impact on college students' academic performance, and we will using the statistical models here. My name is Emin, and I will be sharing this knowledge to you. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, first thing first, okay. In this topic, we will exploring the importance on promoting healthy sleep habits and also a good environment for having a healthy sleep habit for workers and also the students. Yeah, guys, especially college students because they are need to achieving the academic achievement along the way. Okay, we will use some kind of statistical model to gain an insight into how the employers and also the educators can support the college students' sleep health. Okay. First, let's discuss about the significance of this study. Okay, if we are talking about the sleep habits, when we are promoting it, it will be crucial for individuals' well-being and also the productivity. The second thing is our focus will be on the college student and their academic performance. Why? Because their success will be heavily relies on the adequate rest. Okay, and the third thing is through the statistical analysis that we will use, we could identify the patterns, the trends, and also the correlation that influence academic achievement in relation to the sleep. Okay, so how it is? Okay, we are creating this model, guys. Okay, let's explore this. Okay, we will employ a linear regression to investigate the relationship between sleep health and also the academic performance. The linear regression is a powerful tool, guys, for understanding how one variable affects another's. Okay, and then we are representing our model as AP equals to beta 0 plus beta 1 times the sleep duration, then beta 2 times the gender, beta 3 times the major, and also we have the epsilon for represent the error. Okay. AP is represent the academic performance. This is the dependent variable. SD will stand for the sleep duration. This is our independent variable. The G is representing the gender. It is another independent variable which will be used as a code 1 for male and 0 for female. The M is represent the major, our final independent variables that will code as 1 for science and 0 for humanities. And then the coefficient of B1, 2, 3, and also the 0, it will indicate the effect of each variable on the academic performance. And the epsilon is it will represent the error term that accounting for the variation in our model because we still need to calculate the error because this is the model, not the absolute causalization. Okay. Okay, so let's just estimating the model. Okay, to estimating the model, we will use two approach. First thing is we will use the ordinary least squares (OLS) to. This is the method to obtain the coefficient in our model. OLS is widely used approach for finding the best fitting line through the many data points. And the second thing is we need also to understand that. Because of the goal of OLS is to minimize the to minimize the sum of the squared errors. Okay, we need to also consider the sum of the squared error here or SSE because it will give us the most accurate estimate for the coefficient that we will have in the calculation. Okay. Next, let's just see the example of the result. Okay, from this example, as you can see on the table, we have estimated coefficient at each variable in our model. Let's interpret this. Okay, here in our interpretation, the intercept is 2.35. What does this mean? This value represents the expected academic performance with the sleep duration, gender, and majors are all 0. In this case, the predicted GPA will be 2.35. The next thing is sleep duration of 0.12. What is this means? This means an hour increase in sleep duration is associated with a 0.12 increase in GPA. This is holding the other variables are constant. And also the gender is minus 0.15. This means the male students have an average 0.15 lower GPA than the 5 female students. Of course, this is assuming that the other variables are constant, and also the measure is also affecting some result in here. The measure is have the value of 0.08 minus. It means the science students will have on average 0.08 lower GPA than the humanities student. This is also assuming that the other variables are constant. So what can we consider in here? Okay, let's consider some kind of limitation in here. Okay, it means increasing sleep duration will have a positive impact on college students' academic performance, considering their gender and also their major. Okay, this finding will reinforce the importance for us so we can give a student a more healthy habit of their sleep. The second thing is, however, we still need to acknowledge the limitation of this study. It because of what? Because it will not, it's not based on the real data, and every geography location, every study case using this model will have a different result. Okay, firstly, our example size is relatively small. It could introduce a bias or limit of the representativeness of this finding. And the second thing is our data is rely on the self-report information. It will, of course, lead to the inaccuracies or a recall bias. So you can use this model, but please not use this data. And the thirdly is our model assuming that a linear relationship between variables, which may not capture all the complexities of the real-world interaction here. And the lastly, there may be another unaccounted factors that influence academic performance, but are not included in this model because this model is only use several variables such as the major, genders, and also the sleep duration. Okay, so what is the key takeaway that we could learn in this presentation or in this video? Okay, in on conclusion, our analysis shown that the employers and educators, yeah, they should significantly to give a healthy sleep habit to their students or their employee. Okay, because their performance is correlated with a sleep habit. By the better sleep habit, the better their performance. By leveraging statistical models like this regression, I hope we can gain a valuable insights, and also we can develop a more evidence-based policies and also the practice. Okay, so the takeaway is first thing first, please you, the educators, to encourage sufficient sleep duration for your college students because you want academic success for them. Okay, the second thing is gender and major is also important factors to consider for the young guy because it will also affecting the academic performance. And the third thing is you need to be mindful also about the study's limitation, also considering the other factors in implementing the intervention. Maybe that's all from me for today. Thank you for attention until the end and also being a part of this informative session. If you have any question or whatever you want to discuss, please just free to comment here. Have a wonderful day, everyone.